Arizona. The name of the state is said to have been taken from an older Spanish name, Arizonich, which was derived from the Oadam term Alonac, which means little spring. Spanish colonists first used this name solely to describe a region close to the silver mining town of Planchas de Plata, Sonora. The Oadam pronunciation sounded like Arizona to the European colonizers. The name of the region in Oadam is still Alonac. While the Grand Canyon is Arizona's most famous landmark, the entire state is immersed in amazing natural views and surroundings that provide a wide range of wonderful outdoor activities. There are several more well-known locations there, too, including Antelope Canyon, Horseshoe Bend, and the enormous Canyon de Chelly, in addition to the famed Monument Valley and gorgeous Lake Mead. Number 10. Antelope Canyon. Arizona's Navajo Upper Antelope Canyon is a slot canyon. The Navajo Reservation's Upper Antelope Canyon, also known as the Crack, Rattlesnake Canyon, Owl Canyon, Mountain Sheep Canyon, and Lower Antelope Canyon are among the 5 distinct, beautiful slot canyon parts that make up this area. Along with a hiking path to Rainbow Bridge National Monument, it is Lake Powell Navajo Tribal Park's main draw. Due of the large exposure range, typically 10 eV or more, created by light bouncing off the canyon walls, photographing in canyons is challenging. A dedicated photography tour of the Upper Antelope Canyon existed for a while. Participants were required to bring a tripod and a camera. To enhance the experience for the fewer visitors on the general tours, they were eliminated at the end of 2019. The only way to visit Antelope Canyon is on a guided trip, in part because monsoon season rains can swiftly flood it. Flash floods can occur without rain falling on or near the Antelope Canyon slots. Rain occurring hundreds of kilometers away can funnel into them with little warning. Number 9. Horseshoe Bend. Near the town of Page, Arizona, in the United States, is a meander of the Colorado River that has been cut into the shape of a horseshoe. It may be reached by trekking 1.5 miles round trip from a parking lot off US Route 89 in southwest Page. It is also known as the East Rim of the Grand Canyon. The parking lot, trail, and overlook at the bend are located on Navajo Nation land. Large tourist groups make the half-mile descent to the overlook point at Horseshoe Bend right before sunset, which is when it becomes well known. Views of Horseshoe Bend are available from the high, sheer rock. For a while, the majority of visitors to Horseshoe Bend were locals, but with social media exposure, the number of annual visitors skyrocketed. The overlook receives more than 2 million people annually, making it a popular tourist attraction today. Number 8. Meteor Crater. With over 270,000 tourists a year, Meteor Crater is a well-liked tourist site. The Barringer Crater Company, a family business, is the crater's owner. And significant location for study and teaching is Meteor Crater. It was used to train the astronauts for the Apollo missions and is still in use today. On the crater's northern rim is where the Meteor Crater Visitor Center is located. It has touchable meteorite specimens from Meteor Crater and interactive exhibits and displays about meteorites and asteroids, space, the solar system, and comets, as well as the American Astronaut Wall of Fame. Other items on display include an Apollo boilerplate command module, BP-29, a 1,406 pounds, 638 kilograms, meteorite discovered nearby, and artifacts from the Apollo program. The Visitor Center, which was once known as the Museum of Astrogeology, has a Discovery Center and Space Museum, a movie theater, a gift shop, and observation areas with views of the crater's rim. Weather permitting, guided excursions of the rim are available every day. Number 7. Flagstaff. Flagstaff's legal classification as the first international dark sky city, a purposefully dark sky preservation region with steps to decrease light pollution, gives rise to one of its nicknames. One of the earliest such coordinated legislative initiatives ever was this one. The city has been planned and developed for more than 50 years, with the help of community activists and the ecologically conscious population, regular government support, and the assistance of significant observatories in the region, such as the United States Naval Observatory Flagstaff Station and Lowell Observatory. Number 6. Prescott. Prescott, being at an elevation of more than 5,000 feet, experiences the seasons more than most other Arizonan cities. There is a variety of pleasure to be enjoyed with a balance of unique desert elements among the ponderosa pines and expansive lakes. Prescott, which once served as the state capital of Arizona, is where you should go for gorgeous lakes where you can go kayaking alongside rocky canyons and set up tent beneath the stars. Complete the Watson Lake Loop Trail if you prefer dry terrain. Trekking through desert stones for 4.7 kilometers, take in the hues of the deep blue lake. The Elks Theater and the Old Courthouse are two charming historic structures in Prescott's charming downtown. Book a room at one of the quaintly renovated B&Bs in the area. Number 5. Monument Valley. The Colorado Plateau's Monument Valley is home to a group of sandstone buttes, the biggest of which rises 1,000 feet above the valley floor. It is situated close to the Four Corners region, on the Utah-Arizona state boundary. The valley is a holy region that is part of the Navajo Nation Reservation, home to the local Native Americans. Monument Valley's Mystery Valley and Hunts Mesa are only accessible by guided tour. Since the 1930s, Monument Valley has been discussed extensively in the media. The area served as the backdrop for several Western films directed by John Ford, and according to reviewer Keith Phipps, its 5 square miles have defined what decades of viewers think of when they image the American West. Number 4. Petrified Forest. The Petrified Forest is well renowned for its fossils, particularly dead trees from the late Triassic epoch, which occurred roughly 225 million years ago. The park's 7 maintained hiking routes, some of which are paved, range in length from 0.4 kilometers to 4.8 kilometers. Bicycles are not permitted on these paths, although leashed pets are allowed. Painted Desert Rim, Puerco Pueblo, Blue Mesa, Crystal Forest, Giant Logs, Long Logs, and Agate House are the names of these paths. Additionally, there are 9 newly created off-the-beaten-path day treks that are on unpaved, generally unmarked trails. The wilderness portions of the park are also accessible to hikers and backpackers. Number 3. Havasu Falls. Havasu Falls is one of the Grand Canyon's most photographed sites and has been featured in TV shows and publications. The Havasupai tribe owns this magnificent waterfall, which consists of a single cascade that plunges 120 feet into a naturally occurring swimming pool of blue-green water that stands out dramatically against a red canyon wall in the background. Visitors may unwind and picnic around the waterfall, which is surrounded by shady cottonwood trees. Even more amazing than the waterfall itself is the journey to the location. A 13-kilometer trek, a helicopter flight, or a horseback ride into the Supai town are all options for getting there. Number 2. Sedona. Sedona, known for its amazing rock formations, is located in a magnificent location and is often regarded as a holy and spiritual location. As a result, the little city draws a diverse range of tourists, including nature lovers, outdoor enthusiasts, artists, seekers of the spirit, and followers of the New Age. There are many of things to do in Sedona itself, even if its mesas, sandstone spires, and trails cry to be explored. The actual city, along with top-notch dining establishments and health facilities, there are more than 100 art galleries. Additionally, it features 5 New Age energy vortexes around notable tourist destinations including the stunning Bell Rock and enormous Cathedral Rock. Sedona is among the most well-liked tourist destinations in Arizona, and it's easy to see why with its incredible hiking and mountain bike opportunities, picturesque roads, and booming arts and crafts sector. Number 1. Grand Canyon. Over the past 6 million years, the Colorado River has carved the famous Grand Canyon, which is its crowning achievement. Known as a desert paradise and one of the most visited national parks in the USA is the Grand Canyon. Whatever your preferred mode of transportation, a fantastic experience is waiting for you. The Grand Canyon offers both challenging descents to the river itself and several easily accessible walks to breathtaking vistas. The Grand Canyon, a 1-mile deep gash cut into the rocky terrain, is famous across the world and has long drawn tourists. A place unlike any other on Earth is created by the distinctive geology, the wide distance, and the odd surroundings. Arrive around sunrise to enjoy the Grand Canyon at its best. See the landscape become lighted as the rocks change color. At the tourist center, find out more about the historic past of the canyon and discover its environment. Set out on a stroll down the canyon if you're feeling adventurous, or spend some money and take a helicopter trip over the enormous gap and marvel as the sun sets, the scenery transforms once more, and the stars appear in the pitch-black night sky. Have you been to Arizona? Or do you intend to go soon? If so, please leave a comment with what you loved most or what you would like to visit. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.